Yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome back for another episode of the Bean Dip Podcast. I took a mini break, probably want to say like 2 to 3 weeks, and I don't regret it, man. I think I needed it, week after week, trying to come up with some random topic. It's a ball buster for sure. You know what I mean? But it was cool, I'm glad I did. I needed that that mental space to rejuvenate and masturbate and celebrate. You know what I mean? All that, all the eight stuff. Um, yeah, man. The open mic is still going. If you guys ever get a chance, even if you're not a comic, or an artist, or somebody who wants to present something on stage, come through. Come through to the mic. It's a fun ass time. It's where people try stuff. You know what I mean? Like comics are always practicing their stuff. Sometimes musicians, who knows, maybe they got a new tune that they want to show you. So yeah, even if you're not an artist, come through, dude. I'll put I always put the link to both mine and the actual show. And look, which reminds me, be prepared. There's actually going to be my first produced showcase next month on the 24th. Today is the 12th. I'm going to be hitting up comics to book in about 3 days. Hopefully get them all booked before the 24th of this month, or I can just completely how do you say, promote and whatnot. So yeah, check it out. Last Resort Comedy. I'm gonna put this on the description. I hope you guys check it out. And I recently started putting in my Venmo. You know what I mean? A broke comic has got to eat at least. You know what I mean? I could sleep on the streets. I don't mind, but I can't survive without food. So if you guys, want, send a penny to the Venmo. That'd be cool. Yeah. And after this whole time, I wasn't not just doing anything. You know what I mean? A lot was going on. We actually took a trip to San Francisco. Yeah, that was chill. It was a little cold, a little bit, but nothing like it was like I couldn't tolerate it. My butt cheeks were clenched the whole time, but I mean, it was still chill. And I felt like this time was such a better representation of what everybody thinks San Francisco is compared to the last time I went. Because the last time I went, it seemed like Gotham City. You know what I mean? Like, there was grime on the walls from the 60s. You know what I mean? Like, homeless dudes were just having conversations with joggers. Like, I don't know, dude. And, like, this has never... Look, we live in Los Angeles, right? I've been to downtown LA. Dude, the only time I've ever gotten offered drugs randomly by a random stranger is at a rave, right? I was in Chinatown doing karaoke, and some dude comes up to me asking if I want to buy coke, right? I was like, what the fuck? This is happening for real? I mean, I still bought it, but it was still a trip. You know what I mean? Like, that's not the point. It was just that's never happened before. Maybe with weed, a lot of dudes will be like, "Hey, yo, I got that shit, blah blah blah, whatever." They'll introduce themselves as selling weed, but if you need anything else, that comes after or during the conversation, right? So it was a trip, that, and it was just like, I don't know, just the aesthetic of what I was looking at when I had went was just raunchy, right? I was just like, ugh, right? Raunchy and gay too. It was just like, damn, this is just like bro, I'm sorry. There was the street in San Francisco by Haight-Ashbury. I think it was called Craig Street. You guys could correct me. Shout out to Craig Street or whatever. There was just like a bunch of like if you've ever went to the South, right? If you ever went to the South and you're walking through these like right-wing neighborhoods, there's American flags on almost every house, right? And you kind of know where you're at. We're walking down the street and there are rainbow flags. Like these guys are like, you know, they're saying Merca, but they're like Merca, you know? It was a trip how normalized the gay was. Like you couldn't even like actually tell. Me and my cousin, we went into this bar and it looked like it did to me. It didn't look like a gay bar, right? Like I couldn't tell. It was gray. It was like a dark grayish color and very basic. Not a lot of like decorations or anything. It just looked like a basic hole in the wall bar. The only thing that probably would have given it away, but I just didn't connect the dots, was there was like a row of hearts. One row of hearts across the whole bar. But I mean, am I supposed to assume a row of hearts is gay? Like, I don't know. I didn't even know what the name of this bar was. Maybe it was called Row of Hearts Bar. I have no idea, you know? It wasn't that. It wasn't called that.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm just... But I wasn't making no connection. And so we buy our drinks. I get a Jack and Coke. And it was a strong-ass Jack and Coke, okay? Like, it was a regular cup. 3/4 of that cup was whiskey. And if a quarter of that was Coke, it was probably one of the gayest drinks I ever drank. You know, it fucked me up. You know, does that not make any sense? It's like a compliment. You know what I mean? It's like because it was strong. It's pure whiskey. I'm sorry, banana. Sorry. Anyway, but yeah, it was strong. I mean, I just maybe I wasn't maybe that was like a hint on me, like, hey, this guy wants to fuck you up with alcohol and his penis, you know. But so my cousin, after a while, we're sitting there and I'm chilling, and she's like, "Bro, you still haven't been able to tell?" I was like, "Tell what?" She's like, "This is a gay bar." And I was like, "What?" She's like, "Dude, look around." Yeah. And yeah, I'm looking around, but it's like I said, the place is dark gray. There's a row of hearts, and it's all guys. But how is that weird? Jesus, this must be an important phone call or something.
It's about Costco and buying coconut oil.
Oh my goodness. Somebody needs to talk about their Costco adventure. And I couldn't tell, but you know, it's not weird to see a bunch of dudes in a bar. You know, that's very typical. That's very normal, you know, like. And then when she pointed it out, I was like, damn, okay. I mean, we went on 420, so I was probably super high too, just not paying attention. But no, but this last time it was nice, you know, it was nice. I mean, it's still pretty gay. I don't want to like say it never left. And gay is cool, you know what I mean? But the grime, I didn't see the grime, you know, and it just, the environment seemed different, right? It didn't seem as like, yeah, grimy and shady or something. We met we had just checked out of our Airbnb. Hey, and yo, look, I'm not one to like put reviews or do any of that kind of shit, but like, so we had this Airbnb, and you know, whatever, like it was a little bit of a confusion to get inside. That's not even the main thing, but we go inside and like it's very nice, you know what I mean? Like everything's cool. The bed was stiff as fuck. The shower, the tub was like, dude, within like 15 seconds of you showering, the tub flooded. It's like, what the fuck? And I guess my girlfriend, she could tell that like these fools never cleaned it because the grime from the past Airbnb people was still there, right? We're just, our feet are just bathing in other people's fucking grime. The TV, like, it was cool. The TV was cool, but it was one of those TVs, bro. Why would you have it installed where whatever button you press on the remote, there's a woman speaking? Literally, even there was the whatever you call it, whenever you press the button, she would say, if you press the number 5, she'd be like 5. If you just press the button, say you're scrolling with an arrow and you press, she would just be like button. Who the fuck installs that into a TV? Right? Like, what if you're trying to be fucking like, you know, maybe you and your girlfriend are in the same, you know, you guys are living in, you have your TV in your room, right? And she's asleep and you're secretly trying to watch pornography, right? And you're scrolling, you're going to like the app, but the bitch is going button. Pornhub. Access Pornhub. Girl cream pie by 5 black dudes. Button. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, man. I mean, whatever, you know, like, it was chill, it was cool, but I thought the fucking fucked up thing was, it's like, right, for the Airbnb, if I'm wrong, you guys tell me, you pay that some extra money for a cleaning service, right? They charge that in there, right? They automatically charge you, okay? So when we left, look, we didn't leave anything like it was not a mess, right? The room was not a mess. The only thing we left, and we even organized it to where if they just get it, they just grab it easy and just, it's not like they had to just pick up everywhere. We had a pizza box and there was some, maybe a couple like cups that were trash, and we just put them in the box right there, ready for them to take it whenever. These dudes were like, for one stay, these guys, like, they put a review about us, and we were trying to be chill, right? I think the original review my girlfriend put, she put like, oh, it was a nice area, but that was a kind of a slight at them, you know, because she was yeah, like, she had said a nice area without saying like it was a dope spot, and maybe they felt something way about it, but their review was like, oh, for such a short stay, it was a mess, like, we were messy. It was like, what the fuck? And she was gonna ignore it. Like, at first, we're just like, whatever, you know, let them say whatever they want, right? But then she's seen it recently, and you know, she has this thing where I call the Incredible Hulk, you know, where it's like this inner Hulk that comes out, and I think it erupted the Hulk, and she went off on this review, basically calling out everything we were upset about, because it was like, bro, you're gonna call us messy where your shit was just whack, bro. You know, so I was happy about that, because we tried to be as nice as possible, but for you to throw shade like that, like, yeah. But anyway, after the Airbnb, we sat down at this like staircase, and this one girl is passing by, and you know, her vibe was like super chill, like she had the vibe where I was like, oh, okay, this is San Francisco people, like, okay, not the guy trying to sell me coke randomly, this, right? She was just chilling, like, we were right there smoking a joint. We're like, oh, excuse me. You know what I mean? Because sometimes, you know, when you're smoking a joint, you're not trying to like invade people's breathing air. You kind of feel bad, like, oh, you know? But she was super chill about it. She's, oh, it's all good. And just stood there like her dog was chilling with us. Shout out to Andy Papadomitzos. Andy Papadomitzos. She was super chill. I don't even know if we should have put her name out there like that. Oh, probably not. Who knows? But she was just chill. She just started like talking with us like as if nothing, as if, you know, she didn't seem like rushed or awkward or nervous. I think we were more that way. Like kind of tripping out like as we're talking to her like, "Oh, yeah. Yeah, whatever." Like, so you know how when I was like the first time I came to San Francisco, I tripped out on the homeless guy, having a conversation with the jogger. But that's how it is. We were the homeless people talking to the random San Francisconian, something like that. But she was super chill and it was nice. And, we were just walking around. And dude, I'm telling you, it was just a different vibe this time. The buildings were like very cool, like the homes. And like the stores, like the local stores seemed like they were homes, but they converted them into a store. You know what I mean? Like even the homes and the stores look similar. Like the structure of them. A shitload of hills, yo. You can definitely get in shape quick in San Francisco. If like you're running, if you're a runner and you're just running those hills, bro, losing weight quick. Yeah, we walked and then we had a kill time. We killed a shitload of time. We're walking all around San Francisco. We're probably on the streets, for like, checkout was 11. We're on the streets from 11 till like 5 probably, right? Mm-hmm. Something like that. Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah. I mean, we weren't just like walking around like vagabonds, you know what I mean? Or like, to eat at a bar. We went to go eat at a bar. We were drinking. We almost bought shoes from these guys that were selling shoes. And remember the dudes that were selling shoes on the street? Oh, yeah. Because I forgot my fucking Nikes in the bus.
Oh my god, what a nightmare.
Yeah, so I was wearing fucking sandals with socks on, looking like I'm fucking a fucking Asian ninja or something like that, walking up the hills. Yeah. Definitely. And I even went into the fucking show like that. And we had bags. We had our homeless bags. We were bag people. Mm-hmm. For a minute when we were standing in the line, I was trying to look, okay, where am I going to hide these bags? There's a bush over there. I could throw them on top of this bus stop thing on top of the roof. And then until I just asked the security guard, it's just like, sometimes that's all it is. Sometimes you just need to ask people, okay, before you freak out. But honestly, it's good to freak out a little bit because you could think of what plan B and plan C is. Yeah. And then, all right, let me see what's up with this first. That's plan A. Mm-hmm. But I still got plan B and plan C on deck. And the show, we saw this girl. I guess she's like TikTok famous. Yeah, she's TikTok famous. Her name is Iniko. I don't know what's up with her at all. After seeing the show, I've seen some clips of her singing, but I don't know what she's done as of like her own real music. She just seems like she knows how to sing and is probably just barely coming out as an artist. Maybe she doesn't have like a full-on song yet. I don't know. But my girlfriend found out about her and she thought she was dope. She found out she was playing, so we went to go see her. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't want to be rude, but I just didn't think it was that great of a show. It was just okay at best, maybe it's
We
just
liked it. We
maybe
liked
it's just not my thing.
We
You
liked
know, like she has a great voice. You know, but I don't know. You know,
it. It was so
it
great.
just
It
wasn't
was
my
so
thing.
great.
I
It was not
I didn't think it was great.
not a
You're
hundred
gonna call it
percent.
great?
Yeah, maybe not a hundred
Yeah?
percent our style, your style personally, you know.
You think it was great?
But it's great for that audience,
Was it great for you?
for the audience.
Was it great for you?
It was a great show.
Okay.
Maybe not
Okay.
what I'll go see again. That's it. It was a great
It was
show.
super great, but I'll never see it again.
Mm-mm. I would see her again, but not like this again. It would have to be like at a Super Bowl. Like I could imagine
Oh
her.
wow.
I could imagine her doing that
I can't.
in a
No.
bigger performance way.
I don't see it happening. Anyway, enough about Aniko and her mediocre show.
No, don't do that.
And it just wasn't, maybe it just wasn't the vibe, dude. I felt like it was, and here we go again. This is just gonna be, no, this is just gonna be the gay episode, I think. Like, this is gonna be the episode where I sound like a freaking homophobe and. It just was like a overall gay audience, you know what I mean? And it seemed like for people who were like 40-year-olds too. Like it wasn't like a young gay audience, I don't think. It seemed like
That was everything. That was everything.
to me it seemed like older people,
I didn't really look at the crowd too much.
which was kind of weird because the girl's super young.
Yeah.
You know, and maybe there were young people there too, but I seen a lot of people that probably look like our age, 33. Like there was this woman who looked like she might have been in her 40s, and she brought her daughter here, and the woman even made her a necklace. So I don't know. Maybe it just wasn't my thing. I was just, and dude, I'm sorry, when you're walking around in flip flops up hills in San Francisco for hours, you know, I need something. I need something crazy. You know, I don't know. I needed an epic performance. You know what I mean? But it was okay. I was glad I went. Dude, I love it. Every little word that I'm saying, my girlfriend is just squinting and grimacing and she just feels canceled in her heart, you know?
Shut up. That's not even it.
But overall, you know, the trip was awesome. San Francisco was dope. You know what I mean? I definitely want to do it again. I tried to bust some open mics. I just didn't have the time. And yo, San Francisco, come up with like an Instagram page for the open mics. You know, I'll definitely be back. But maybe if somebody who's out there who is from San Francisco, please send me some San Francisco open mics, you know? Let me know what's up. I wanna be there. Yeah, man. Yeah, dudes. The other one of the other reasons why I took like a couple weeks off is we actually gave our cat Gaia a quinceañera, if you can believe that. We gave her a cat-ceañera.
We should have wrote that in a banner.
Cat-ceañera?
Yeah, that's great. Yeah.
It was, I guess, like, you know, in human years she's she's 1, but in feline years she's 15 or something like that. So yeah, my girlfriend had the idea to give her a quinceañera, and we dressed in matching clothes. I had a like a light purple shirt. You had like a light purple or whatever. I don't know what the color is. Lila, the color. Look it up, guys. Lila. That was the theme. Oh, Lila in Spanish. And it was funny because we did all this little decorations, and we even got her balloons. We got her happy birthday balloons, but she was so terrified of them.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Like, who knew she was gonna be afraid of balloons, right? Because I think we've had balloons in here, and she like usually is not afraid, but this time she was like, they were just to me, the way she was looking at them as if they were predators, like gonna swoop down on her and fucking capture her. She was under the couch looking up like, holy shit, what the fuck are those? Those balloons are gonna eat me. And it kind of like it kind of like messed up the vibe a little bit. And also her little dress that you bought her didn't work. Or not that didn't work, but like it just would slide off. So pretty much what ended up happening is like, we ended up partying like a typical Mexican family. You know what I mean? Where you make the party for the kid, like the party is for the kid, but in actuality it's for the adults to drink with each other. Like that's really, we just like the whole time, even I think even after we hid the balloons, Gaia, that's our cat. Her name is Gaia, Greek Greek goddess of Earth. That's what that name is. She was hiding between our bed and the wall the whole night, right? So it wasn't even about her at some point. It was just like, well, she's there.
We tried.
Yeah. Hey, but shout out to Marlene's sister. She got us this badass, the madrina. What do you call this? Like a
tower.
A tower.
Yeah.
She got her like one of those cat towers. I built it this morning. She bought it. I built it. I don't know. Yeah, and it's pretty cool. She hasn't really fucked with it yet. I think she will eventually. She just loves being outside right now. But yeah, man, giving a cat a quinceañera. Dude, would you guys ever give any of your animals? Fuck being a cat. Like, if you had a hamster, would you give a hamster a quinceañera?
Yes.
Yeah? Would you give your fish a quinceañera? Hey, shout out to the animal lovers, dude. Like, these people have problems, Oh man, we had a good time. I was putting like cat themed artists and songs like throughout the whole night. Cat Stevens, Doja Cat. Fuck, I don't even remember a bunch of the songs I had. There was just like what? Is it on here?
No, just connect it.
Oh.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay. Yeah, but it was chill, It was a cool quinceañera for her, for us to party, And it was, what the funnier thing is? It wasn't just me and Marlene here. Her sisters came, her mom came, and her sister's boyfriend with his daughter came in. Yeah. Yeah. So it was like everybody came through. Everybody came through. Yeah. It was super hilarious, honestly.
We were just playing
the game. Oh, we played this like, it's like Jenga for midgets or something like that. It's like a tiny Jenga.
Mini Jenga.
Yeah. Oh, not midgets, small people. The little peeps. Miniature sized.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was pretty fun. Yeah. And also, another reason why, I've kind of been like, my head's been outside of the podcast, which I'm not trying to excuse, but the Lakers are in the playoffs, as you guys know. And I am completely surprised at these guys. Like, after the trades they did, I seen the big improvement, but I still didn't see this team even coming close to where they're at now, right? Like, they played the Grizzlies in the first round. But you know what? Okay, that one I did expect them to win. Towards the end of the season, they started looking really good. And then Grizzlies, they kind of were having their problems, right? Like, Ja Morant got into some trouble. Steven Adams had gotten hurt. And I believe a couple other players got hurt. And, they had no chance, right? So I knew that it wasn't going to be the Lakers weren't going to take the L on that one, dude. But fuck, how about, what's his name, Darren Brooks? I don't even know if that's his fucking first name. It's Darren Brooks, dude. Homeboy got outed like dirty. He was supposed to be like the Draymond Green. If you guys don't know who Draymond Green is, if you're not like a constant sports observer, whatever you want to call it, I don't know how you say it. He's basically, like, for the Warriors, the tough guy. He's gonna play defense, and he's gonna smother you, and he's probably gonna frustrate you, right? Because he's gonna do little things, and that's basically what Darren Brooks is for the Memphis Grizzlies. But some people thought he was being disrespectful towards LeBron James by calling him old. And, just having this whole disrespectful demeanor. And whenever they lost, he didn't want to speak to the media. So it was just a total bad look. And when they lost the series, the Memphis Grizzlies were like, all right, we kicked this fool off the team, and basically he will never come back to this organization, right? That's how they say it, under no circumstances, right? Just put him on blast as if he was the reason why they lost the series. And it's like dirty, right? Like, we're all happy that the Grizzlies lost, right? Laker fans were like, fuck yeah, but damn, throwing him out like that. I honestly hope that homeboy is like, probably like trains during the off season and signs with the Lakers. Just to be like, fuck you, dude. You know what I mean? Like, that would be sick. Because next year, we'll see how the Lakers are going to be looking as a team. If they win a championship now, you best believe they're bringing a lot of the people back. So and now Lakers, what, they're in a series with the Warriors. The Warriors just won the last game, so it's 3-2. Lakers have 3 games won. Warriors have 2 games won. And, so it's whoever wins 4 games first. And so the game tonight is Lakers versus Warriors, game 6. Lakers. Some would say that it is a must win for the Lakers, right? Because for one, you have the chance to just put them away, just get it over with, win the series, because Lakers are at home, right? They're going to be at home. This is in LA, right? If they lose this game to the Warriors at home, they then go back to San Francisco to play the Warriors at their home for a game 7, which is the last and final game. And who's going to have any confidence in themselves at that point? If you're going to play it like a desperate motherfucker, you know what I mean? But you don't want to be in that situation, dude. You do not want to be in that fucking situation, you know, because, dude, when your back is up against the wall, dude, animal instincts come out, right? Emotions you never felt before are coming out, right? And it's just like this evil concoction, you know, that just could possibly amount to a victory. You know what I mean? And that's just a terrible place to be in, especially against the Warriors, you know? Because they're just a crazy dude. Fucking Steph Curry is amazing, dude. He might be one of the scariest players. I'm trying to think who back then, because, all right, like Jordan was before me. You know, I've only seen Jordan towards the end of his career. And then just obviously seen clips and all that. I'm trying to think who was, because Lakers, we had Kobe, right? We had Kobe. So who's scarier than Kobe? Tim Duncan. But I don't know if he put that like fear in you like that. Maybe LeBron. But I don't know if it was fear more than like, oh, I just don't like this dude. I don't know, man. See, because like before there were scary teams, right? Like teams were scary. Like back in the day when it was Kobe with Shaq, the Kings were a scary team, right? You know, when the Detroit Pistons were coming up, they were becoming a scary fucking team, right? But like Steph Curry is just a scary fucking player, dude. And I just would not bet on my money on the Lakers if they have to play one last game for the series at San Francisco. So for me, Lakers, it's a must win now. You have to put these guys away, dude. You got to. Because if you're playing dude, Denver, the Nuggets just fucking beat, they just defeated the Suns. Everybody picked the Suns to win the NBA Finals. And the Nuggets just defeated the Suns. I think, Chris Paul got hurt, so, you know, that plays a role into it. But they were still close series. So I think the Lakers have got that's going to be a nightmare matchup, I think, for the Lakers against the Nuggets, because the Nuggets have a shitload of weapons, right? You got Jokic, Jamal Murray. I can't remember all these fools' names. I know Aaron Gordon is on that team as well. He's to me, he's like a lesser version of Blake Griffin, right? He's a high flyer. He can shoot the three every now and then, but he can drive in on you, right? There's this other player I can't remember his fucking name, but he's a scorer. And they're a taller team, right? They're not like the Warriors where the Lakers can kind of at points take advantage because they have size. Where it's, you know, the Nuggets, I want to say it's probably going to be pretty close between the teams when it comes to size. And you know, I think Anthony Davis is going to have a hell of a time if he has to face Jokic. Jokic he might have his way with the Lakers, because I don't know. But then, you know, Anthony Davis has been having some balling defense, right? He's been fucking locking fools down. Mind you, he had this weird altercation, I guess, right? Got hit in the head. I didn't see it. And maybe, you know, at first they were wondering about, like, maybe he had a concussion, and came to the point where they wheelchaired his ass out of the game. And some people made fun of him about it because he's like this. He's this like flimsy or like I don't know, not flimsy, but he just gets hurt a lot. This guy gets hurt. I'm not even lying to you. In both of these series, there's probably got to be at least 8 different times you can see this dude like coming out of the game like like something, dude. And so to see him being wheeled out in a wheelchair was just like, oh my god, that it was just, this guy is incredible, dude. But he doesn't have a concussion. They already checked him out. He's probable for tonight. And yeah, I think the Lakers have got to go off. You got to shut down Curry. Have Jordan Poole beat you. You got to lock down Klay and Steph Curry. Have Jordan Poole defeat you. Make that guy who made whatever his contract is, 100 and some mil. See if he's worth that. Who would guard Curry? Who does good at guarding Curry? I mean, you're just gonna have to put like a bunch of foos on him. Vanderbilt's a pretty good defender. I've been liking the way Schroeder's been defending well too. These guys have been doing their best. You know what I mean? Like I said, guarding Curry's insane. But yeah, man, I hope they win tonight. It's really hard to say like who I think is gonna win because honestly, I'm completely nervous about it. Right? Like I can totally see Lakers just it slipping through their fingers. You know what I mean? I could just see it happening. You know, Austin Reeves, he's pretty good, but I feel like I need more from that dude. You know, he's for where he began and where he's at now is insane, right? Like, props to homeboy, super dope. But I think just in order to win, more from that dude. Maybe also I think I want to see D'Angelo Russell get going early in the game. You know what I mean? Shoot a couple threes, get some fouls. You know, and I want to see LeBron James pop off in a third quarter. I need to see LeBron James pop the fuck off, bro. Like, I get it. You're an older guy. But I haven't had a pop-off game from this dude yet. And maybe he just can. Or who knows? Maybe he's been waiting for this moment to have... He needs to have one. Right? I don't think he's had... Maybe he had one during the Grizzlies. I think he did. Right? I don't even think you don't need him to go off the whole game. Just for the third quarter, right? Let the role players and Anthony Davis get that first half going, right? Fucking just some efficient offense where you're shooting mid-range jumpers, scoring in the paint, colored in with three-pointers, obviously. And a lockdown defense, right? LeBron can focus on defense in that first half as well and score whatever little points he can. But the third quarter is where LeBron James just comes in and destroys, right? It still might even end up where it's a close in points. But if he can come out strong, that will be a huge momentum for the Lakers to get going for, LeBron James and Anthony Davis to just finish off the game. Lock down Steph, lock down Klay, and let's see what Jordan Poole can bust. Let's see if Jordan Poole and Draymond Green, who punched Jordan Poole in the face, earlier in the season. Let's see if these guys have good enough chemistry to beat the Lakers. So with that being said, if I like as if I know what I'm talking about, like I'm a fucking coach or whatever, like I've been thinking it would be dope. It would be cool as fuck to like coach a little league basketball team. That would be cool as hell. But anyway, I'm gonna make a prediction. I say the Lakers win it tonight. Let's go. I say Lakers win it 97. I think they might have like a 10-point win. I'll say 97-86. It's gonna be a tight game. It better be tight, right? You can't let these fools pop off. So that's a bold prediction. Because, holding Golden State to that amount of points is ridiculous. But either way, I'm picking Lakers to win tonight. Even if that scores Lakers 97, Warriors 86. Lakers move on. And we'll see. Hopefully you guys could catch the game and, we all could be celebrating together. But yeah, everybody, I think that's it for today. Thank you guys for being patient, waiting for another episode, and we did it. Like I always say, we're here, we're queer, and thank you guys. Peace.